Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I am standing outside the restaurant I bought last year. And yes, it has been sitting here pretty much doing nothing the last 8 months or so. And I'm sorry for that, but I have sort of good reasons, or it could just because we're lazy. But I'll talk about the restaurant, what we've learned so far, what's happened, and what we have or have not done up to this point. Of course, check out investformore.com for more information on our rentals, flips. Have pages for rentals and flips that list all of them we've done in the last few years, so check that out. The good news is, when I bought this property, I knew that 2 giant apartment complexes were being built. That's one of them that's been going up. And this is the other one that is being built as well. So, fantastic location. University of Northern Colorado is literally 1 block that way, a major college. So it's a really good location, a very busy road as you can hear. And people literally come to buy burritos from us every time we come here, even though the sign says closed and the door's locked, they still try to come in to buy burritos. That's okay. What we have done is we put up a for lease sign. So that's up now. We've been getting a lot of calls on it, actually. We just put that up. So we did make some progress. The issue with this property, actually I have one more piece of good news I'll show you. We only had 1 window broken out so far. So, I mean, it could be all of them. Just 1, I figure that's a pretty good number. But it's easier to talk in here. That's the weight someone decided to throw through the window, which was pretty cool of them. But yeah, we have moved some of the stuff around a little bit, so that's something else we did. So we have had an architect, the city health department, and quite a few people through here just trying to figure out what we can and can't do. And part of the issue is this place is very small. It's like 1,100 square feet. And actually, if you saw the weeds on the outside, I was going to talk about that. It looks like there's a bunch of weeds all around the building. Those aren't my weeds because this building literally sits on the lot lines. The lot is 1,200 square feet and the building's like 1,182 square feet or something. It's pretty crazy. However, because it's so small, we're limited on what we can do. This was a restaurant, a burrito place before. We still have their lunch specials up. For like 40 years, this was a restaurant. Before that, it was a restaurant as well. And they got grandfathered in their use because they had some tables, some seating in here. But the only bathroom, all the kitchen stuff you just saw, was in here. And we kind of moved it out so we could get an idea of what to do code-wise. But the only bathroom is right there. So you have to go through the kitchen or this weird outdoor patio space to get to the bathroom. And there's no door, there never was a door, from the interior into the patio, just that door right there. And we did put in a heater so the place didn't freeze. So we also did that work as well. But the issue we ran into is the health department code. If you have any seating at all pretty much in a restaurant, you have to have accessible bathrooms, and I don't think they count walking around the building to the outside of it accessible. So we would have to open up the patio, connect it to the interior, make a bigger bathroom that's probably handicap accessible, which means you have to have 5 feet on every side of space, which I think we're just short on 5 feet here in every direction. So we could put a bathroom right here. I think I talked about that in the video before when I first bought it. But that brings up all kinds of other issues, moving plumbing, other code problems, electrical, what kind of restaurant moves in, if it is a restaurant. All of this is not to code because it's too close together. That's not to code. Pretty much the restaurant was operating on a shoestring for 20 years of not getting shut down. And they did finally get shut down, not because all this stuff wasn't to code, but because of cockroaches. So I've never seen any, but the health department said they have some pretty sweet videos they're going to send me of cockroaches. Speaking of that, they never did send me those videos, but we haven't seen any since we've been here. So that left us a dilemma with, okay, we can come in here and completely remodel and gut the place, hoping or another restaurant will want to move in, which we think they would. But then if they want something different, then it's tough for us to know what to do. Plus, you know, the city wants to issue a certificate of occupancy. They'll have requirements based on what type of restaurant moves in and who moves in. So if we do something for one type of restaurant, another restaurant moves in, we might have to redo a bunch of the work we did. Then there's, you know, the floor issue where it's raised up 6 inches and creates a tripping hazard, and they might want us to fix that. There's all types of things going on here. So what we did is nothing. We just kind of focused on our other projects, tried to put this one out of our mind, and just focus on the ones making money. No, we have been thinking about it. We put up the sign. But our kind of plan of attack is A, hopefully find a tenant, have them get a plan together, talk to the city, see if it's feasible, go from there. Or B, which is Nikki's preferential plan, Nikki's my project manager, just sell the place and move on. Now it's probably worth 50 grand more than I bought it for. We paid 110 for it, and in this location, like, that's a steal. That's why I bought it without seeing it, because I knew it was an amazing location. But it's a rental property. I really like my rental properties. I want them to make money. I want more rental properties, so it's hard for me to want to sell it and break away from it because of that. So we put up the for lease sign for now. We'll see what happens. We've literally had at least 6 or 7 people call or email in the last week alone from that sign. And we'll see if anybody's willing to talk more, get a plan together, and go from there. If not, maybe we'll sell it. And actually the neighbor randomly found out, before we had the sign up, found out who owned it and inquired about buying it. I haven't heard back from him yet because he wants to buy the property too. So there's demand for it. It's a great location. We just haven't done anything. So a lot of people have asked for the update on this property. What's going on? How's the progress? And the reason I haven't given an update is because there isn't really one. We've just been lazy. So that's the property. Hopefully we'll get something going eventually, or we may sell it. That would make me sad to sell it, but I'd be okay with it. We have, 15 other flips going on, other rental properties in progress. I made offers on 2 more big commercial properties in the last week that are, you know, what would that be? 200 times bigger than this? Maybe 20. 20 times bigger. So, a lot going on. But we'll keep you updated, like I said. Check out investormore.com. And I've mentioned it before, but my book, Build a Rental Property Empire, has a chapter on commercial real estate now. If you want to pick that up. This property did not make that book yet because I didn't want to discourage too many people. But my good commercial properties are mentioned in the book and how we do that. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you give us a thumbs up, we always appreciate it. Any comments you have, I try to respond to as well. And we'll have more videos coming up soon.